Hey, let's do a smoky eye on mature over 50 eyes. I typically do very on purpose looks within an effort to uh, define my crease and lift my eyes. But what if we just did something dramatic just for the heck of it? I'm going to start out with an eye primer. This is from MAC. I think it's called Prep and Prime. It's a 24-hour eye primer and it's pretty powerful. But the problem is if you get it anywhere that you don't want it, it's gonna make it look dry. So if you get it close to your nose or out in here, it's gonna make that area look really dry and it's kind of hard to get rid of. So be very careful in how you put it on. Typically, I start with my lightest shade. We're going to do something very different today. It's just a totally different way of approaching this. So I'm going to use a long tapered brush. This is a blending brush, and I'm going to just go in the center of my eye, in my crease. I'm not going to worry about defining it or anything because this really is more about what we put on the lid than anything else, which is why I'm using kind of a looser brush than normal. If I want to be precise with the crease, I'm going to use a tighter bristle brush. But this time, we're just kind of laying this down just to give us a little dimension and something to work with once we get the darker color going. So now we're going to use a traditional eyeshadow brush. This one is a little narrower than what I use for highlight, but that's kind of neither here nor there. I'm going to use navy blue. Brown eyes can wear a nice variety of colors, but navy can really make brown eyes pop. So that's what we're going to work with today. And we're going right on the lid. And I pat it on. This is a case where you don't have to worry about using too much because it's a dramatic look. So you want to have a significant amount on, but you do want to be careful that you don't get it outside of the mobile lid. Not yet, anyway. So we're doing this all over the lid. Let's do both sides and then we'll come back. So when my eyes are closed, you can see it, but when my eyes are open, you really can't. So we're going to need to blend it up. Here's where we might need to define our crease a little bit. So I'm going to kind of come up where I wish my crease was. And you can do that with your eyes slightly open. So I'm going to extend it up there. And then just fill in the gap from where I just did that to where I'm laying it down on my lid. And the fact that we did that mid-tone color all across the middle is helping that blend, believe it or not. I'm going to go back with my long tapered brush in that middle color and kind of blend it in. So we started with it and now we're adding it to help continue to blend. All right, we're going to use a navy eyeliner on top, and then I'll use a navy powder shadow top and bottom. Now I'm going to go top and bottom with a really skinny shadow. It's a liner brush. I'm just using that same navy blue shadow. And I'm going to go over the liner with the shadow as well. That's going to set it, blend it, smooth it out, and kind of make it even more smoky. Let's do brows. Mascara. Now cheeks. Here's a learning moment. Generally speaking, if you go dramatic on the eyes, you want to go subtle on the lips. And let me show you why. Okay, here are bright lips, dark lips, soft lips. So this is the finished look. I definitely prefer it with a soft lip. I like a bright, bold, dark lip, but when I've got this much on my eyes, I want to take it easy with my lips. So do you agree with that? I'd love to hear in the comments. If you're catching this on YouTube, I hope that you'll subscribe to Michelle Fox Beauty. And if you're on TikTok, follow me there so that we can keep in touch. I'll come back with more tips and tricks for women over 50.